In life, it's easy to fall into the trap of sacrificing too much for others. Whether it's for family, friends, or even a career, we can find ourselves giving up essential parts of who we are just to keep the peace or gain acceptance. But some things should never be compromised, no matter who asks or what the circumstances are. These are the pillars that make you who you are, and letting go of them can lead to regret, resentment, and a loss of your true self. Today, we're diving into 5 things you should never sacrifice for anyone. These aren't just personal preferences. They are the foundations for a meaningful and fulfilled life, backed by the wisdom of Stoic philosophy. The Stoics, known for their timeless insights into human nature, believed in living authentically and holding firm to our core principles, no matter the pressures around us. So, if you've ever found yourself feeling pulled in too many directions or compromising on things that matter, this video is for you. Stick around as we uncover the 5 non-negotiables you should always protect to stay true to yourself and live with integrity. Number 1. Your value. These are the principles that define who you are, the moral compass that guides you through life. Sacrificing them, even for the sake of a loved one, a job, or social acceptance, is like losing a piece of your soul. When you compromise your values, you're not just making a small concession, you're fundamentally changing your identity and how you see yourself. Imagine a person who values honesty above all but is pressured by their boss to lie to a client. At first, it might seem like a small compromise, just one instance to keep the peace or avoid conflict. But over time, each small sacrifice adds up, eroding the person's sense of self. They become disconnected from who they truly are, leading to feelings of guilt and self-betrayal that are difficult to shake. The Stoics believed that living a virtuous life was essential to inner peace and true happiness. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, just that you do the right thing. The rest doesn't matter. The right thing isn't defined by what's easiest or most popular. It's defined by your principles. When you act against your core beliefs, you're allowing others to dictate your actions, leaving you feeling powerless and frustrated. Your values are your foundation. They shape your decisions, influence your behavior, and determine the quality of your life. Don't let anyone, no matter how close or important, persuade you to act against what you know to be right. If you sacrifice your values for others, you'll end up losing yourself. Remember, staying true to your principles may not always be the easiest path, but it's the one that will keep you grounded and authentic in a world full of compromises. Number 2. Your mental health. Never sacrifice your mental health for anyone. It's easy to get caught up in meeting other people's expectations or keeping up appearances, but when your mind is overloaded and your peace is disrupted, the price is far too high. No relationship, career, or pursuit is worth your sanity. Think of it this way: your mind is like a garden. When you constantly let others trample over it, weeds of stress, anxiety, and negativity start to grow. Over time, they take over, suffocating the healthy parts. It's your responsibility to protect your mental space and nurture it with positive habits, like mindfulness, gratitude, and setting boundaries. The Stoics believed that the mind is our most valuable possession. As Seneca said, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Many of our fears and stresses come from dwelling on problems that haven't even happened or worrying about things beyond our control. That's why it's crucial to guard your peace of mind fiercely and not let anyone disrupt it. If a relationship or job is constantly draining you, it's a sign that you need to reassess and take a step back. You must learn to say no without feeling guilty, to walk away from situations that damage your mental well-being, and to surround yourself with people who lift you up rather than weigh you down. Protecting your mental health isn't selfish. It's essential for living a fulfilled and resilient life. Remember, your mind shapes your reality, so make sure it's a place you'd want to live in. If you don't prioritize your mental health, no one else will. So, set those boundaries and keep your inner peace intact. It's one of the greatest acts of self-respect you can give yourself. Number 3. Your dreams and goals. The third thing you should never sacrifice is your dreams and goals. It's easy to get caught up in pleasing others, whether it's family, friends, or society, and end up sidelining your own aspirations. But remember, your dreams are the compass that guides your life's direction. When you give them up to follow someone else's path, you risk losing your sense of purpose and fulfillment. Imagine working for years toward a career you're passionate about, but then giving it all up because someone said it's not practical or realistic. You may find temporary peace by avoiding conflict, but over time, the regret can creep in, leaving you wondering, what if I had just followed my own path? Stoic philosophy teaches us the importance of pursuing what is meaningful to us, regardless of external expectations. Epictetus said, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." In other words, decide who you want to become and commit to your own journey. Letting others dictate your dreams is like giving them the steering wheel to your life. You end up traveling a road you never chose. There will be sacrifices along the way, and some compromises may even be necessary. But never abandon your aspirations entirely just to win someone else's approval. Those who truly care for you will understand and support your ambitions, even if they don't always align with their own. So, take a moment to think about your goals, whether big or small. Are they truly yours, or have they been shaped by others? If they're yours, hold on to them tightly. You owe it to yourself to see them through. Number 4. Your self-respect. This is something you should never give up for anyone. Sacrificing your dignity to keep someone else happy might seem like a temporary solution, but it can lead to a lifetime of regret. When you let others walk all over you or constantly seek their approval at the cost of your self-worth, you're sending a message, not just to them but to yourself, that your needs and values are less important. Think about it. How often have you said yes to something you didn't want just to avoid conflict or rejection? Each time you do, you chip away at your own sense of self. True self-respect isn't about arrogance or ego. It's about knowing your worth and refusing to accept less than what you deserve. If you allow others to dictate your worth, you'll always be at the mercy of their opinions and demands. The Stoics taught that we should never hand over our inner peace to anyone else. As Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. Your self-respect is part of that strength. It's the ability to say no when something doesn't align with your values, to walk away from situations that undermine your dignity, and to uphold your standards even if others don't understand. Remember, self-respect is not something you negotiate. It's a commitment you make to yourself, to live authentically and stand firm in your beliefs. If someone asks you to sacrifice it, then they don't truly respect you, and you owe it to yourself to walk away. Number 5. Your freedom. Finally, let's talk about freedom. Freedom is not just the absence of physical constraints. It's the ability to make choices that align with your values, beliefs, and aspirations. It's about having the autonomy to live life on your own terms. Sacrificing your freedom, whether it's your freedom of expression, your personal space, or the ability to make your own decisions, can have profound implications on your well-being and happiness. Imagine being in a situation where someone else dictates your choices, what you wear, who you associate with, or even how you spend your time. It might seem harmless at first, but over time, these small compromises can accumulate, leaving you feeling trapped and resentful. Freedom is essential for your sense of identity and self-worth. When you allow someone to take that away from you, you risk losing touch with who you really are. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." This emphasizes the idea that true freedom comes from within. It's not about escaping external influences, but rather mastering your reactions to them. You have the power to choose how you respond to life's challenges and the people around you. To guard your freedom, it's crucial to set healthy boundaries. Learn to say no when something compromises your values or autonomy. Surround yourself with people who respect your choices and encourage your independence. Remember, your freedom is your birthright, and no one has the right to diminish it. By prioritizing your freedom, you cultivate a life that is genuinely yours. A life filled with authenticity, joy, and fulfillment. As we wrap up today's discussion, it's essential to remember that there are fundamental aspects of your life that should never be sacrificed for anyone. Your values, mental health, dreams, self-respect, and freedom are the pillars that support your journey. Compromising these can lead to feelings of emptiness and regret, ultimately diminishing your sense of self. Embracing Stoic principles can empower you to stand firm in your convictions. Remember the wise words of Marcus Aurelius: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. By prioritizing what truly matters, you not only preserve your integrity but also inspire those around you to do the same. So, take a moment to reflect. Are there areas in your life where you've compromised too much? It's never too late to reclaim your power and redefine your boundaries. Stand strong in your truth, and let your life be a testament to the values you hold dear. Thank you for joining me today. If you found this discussion valuable, please like, share, and subscribe for more insights on living a fulfilling life grounded in Stoic wisdom.